Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40k Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue with more viewer requests as we talk about the Cabal. Now, you guys have been asking a lot for the John Grammaticus lore video. We can't do John Grammaticus until we do the Cabal, so that's why we're doing this one. If you guys have any more suggestions for topic ideas, please comment down below. Don't forget to put suggestion followed by whatever topic you guys want us to create a video for. Even if you guys want us to do or redo a video, we are more than happy to do that, so comment down below, let us know what you want. Let's get into 40 facts about the Cabal. The Cabal is a secret organization dedicated to the eradication of chaos, whose operatives are drawn from more than 1,000 different intelligent Xenos races, including the Eldar and humanity. The Cabal claims to have battled the forces of chaos, which they call the Primordial Annihilator, for a time longer than the existence of mankind as a thinking species. The Cabal is a hidden organization covertly predicting the future and steering the intelligent races of the galaxy towards their ultimate goal of wiping chaos from existence within the Immaterium. They are chiefly known for involving themselves in the development of the Horus Heresy by using their foreknowledge of the War Master Horus's actions to seemingly bribe the Primarch Alfarius Omegon and his 20th Space Marine Legion, the Alpha Legion, to their cause before the Great Betrayal took place in the 31st millennium. The Cabal is a collection of alien species not readily identifiable to Imperial authorities. They are known to include mechanical life forms, as well as those that are energy-based and non-corporal. Other member species variously resemble insectoids, avians, and reptilian creatures. One species definitively identified as having a member in the Cabal is the Eldar. The Cabal is also known to have made use of a number of human agents, with at least one, John Grammaticus, active during the time of the Horus Heresy, although the individual in question appears to act as more of a subordinate of the organization's inner circle than an equal. The Cabal is a nomadic organization that constantly travels all over the galaxy. There is very little information about their starship or other modes of transport. The only known Cabal starship type is a huge Hive City-sized flat disk that is capable of atmospheric operations, including planetary landings and takeoffs. It has a stealth or cloaking mode that is undetectable using Imperial Auspex, and the ability to interrupt and jam all communications, both physical and psychic. This vessel also possesses the ability to unleash an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, that can temporarily disable the system of any other spacecraft in its vicinity. The Cabal is known to have halting sites in particular star systems and on planets where they maintain a secret presence. These worlds have their topography altered to suit the needs of the Cabal, who constructed identical landing zones on every world that interest them. Planets that the Cabal has used as a base of operation were therefore always identifiable if an observer knew how to look at the terrain. Two such worlds used by the Cabal were the planets North and Elioth, both of which had played host to the Cabal for a time. Apart from their advanced terraforming abilities, the Cabal possesses atmospheric alteration technology and the ability to extend or renew life, even in death tissue. This was used to create functional immortal individuals that were referred to as perpetuals. The Cabal's most important ability is an enhanced form of psychic farseeing called the Acuity, through which they attempt to foresee the course of events across thousands of Terran years of galactic history. The Acuity is far more potent than the more limited and uncertain precognitive ability available to the Eldar Farseers, and could be accessed while shipborne. An inner circle of Cabal members existed that acted as its governing body that controlled and shaped the Acuity. The only members positively identified by Imperial sources was a being named Gahet, a Xenos from a race that was ancient before even the Eldar had come into existence, and who may have been related to the Old Ones, as Grammaticus referred to him as the one of the old kind. The Cabal knows something of the Emperor's true nature, and also knows that he is like them, a primary foe of chaos. It was even thought by high-ranking Cabal members that the Emperor could have been, in other circumstances, a member of their inner circle. However, unlike the Emperor after the Age of Strife, who chose to act openly and aggressively against the Dark Gods, regardless of the moral consequences that would ensue from its launch of the Great Crusade. The Cabal always acted in a covert manner, never showing its hand unless absolutely necessary. Thanks to their acuity and their advanced, almost godlike technology, the Cabal was able to foresee the corruption of War Master Horus, and they advert of the terrible interstellar civil war that was the Horus Heresy. They claimed that unless proper action was taken, this could become a catastrophic event that could doom the galaxy and all of its intelligent races to the eternal servitude of chaos. Using the acuity, the Cabal's inner circle eventually distilled all possible eventualities into two outcomes. One of the outcomes would be that Horus would win against the Emperor. The Cabal believed that after the heresy, a tiny trace of the honorable being that Horus once was would remain within the War Master, eating at him over what he had done and fueling a self-destructive sense of self-hatred and loathing. This would see Horus turn against his own subjects in an acceleration of the violence of the heresy, creating civil strife amongst the forces of chaos that would culminate in the final extinction of mankind. The end result of Horus's conquest of the Imperium would be the total extermination of the human species within 2 or 3 generations. However, if humanity were to disappear from the galaxy, the ruinous powers of chaos, whose own existence within the Immaterium depends upon the baser collective psychic emanations of humanity, would be extinguished within it. The second outcome would be that the Emperor would win. If the Imperium defeated Horus and his traitor legions, the Cabal foresaw the Emperor giving his life to kill Horus, but then becoming a hollowing undead being trapped within the cybernetic life support coffin of the Golden Throne. His soul fighting an endless but ultimately losing battle against the influence of the Chaos Gods, as his power steadily wanes across the millennia. The Cabal's inner circle believed that this path would lead to technological and cultural stagnation for the Imperium of Man, and this stagnation would ultimately conclude in an irreversible decay. This decay would accelerate and enhance the human misery that contributed to the powers of chaos, allowing the Dark Gods to grow in power and spread their influence across the galaxy, until after 10 or 20,000 years of increasing misery, the entire galaxy and all of its sentient species would be consumed by the unrelenting hunger of chaos. Having studied the development of the human Primarchs over some decades, the Cabal was able to determine that the most important of them in the determination of the galactic events were the oldest, Horus, and the youngest, Alpharius Omegon. They foresaw that the Chaos Gods would ignite a galactic-level civil war within the Imperium of Man by corrupting and using Horus, and claiming that what Horus would do, Alpharius would undo. They also claimed that while the outbreak of the Horus heresy was inevitable and could not be altered, the Alpha Legion was perfectly placed to control and direct it to one of the two possible outcomes the Equity had foreseen for humanity and the galaxy. The Cabal's inner circle tasked John Grammaticus, a human perpetual agent of the Cabal, to arrange a meeting with the Alpha Legion's Primarch, which eventually took place on the planet Eliath, about a standard year and a half before the start of the heresy at the Battle of Isfahan III. The Cabal, operating with its knowledge of the extreme long view through the power of the Equity, sought to bring about Horus's victory by convincing Alpharius Omegon of the truth of their prediction. They asked the twin Primarchs to place themselves and the forces of the 20th Legion under the banner of Horus and Chaos Undivided, despite their sworn loyalty to the Emperor, and do all they could to ensure that the War Master's victory was true, thus sacrificing humanity to destroy the Chaos Gods once and for all. The Primarch of the Alpha Legion appeared to have accepted the request, believing that such a sacrifice is what the Emperor would have done if he was given the similar choices. As the heresy ended with the victory of the Emperor's loyal forces and the second outcome foreseen by the Equity, it appeared that the Cabal's scheme failed, and that, if they are to be believed, the galaxy is ultimately doomed to be consumed by chaos, not long after the end of the 41st millennium. With the power of the Equity, The Cabal was able to inform Alfarius Omegon that the Raven Guard was going to come into possession of a highly valuable secret asset of the Imperium that needed to be destroyed if Horus's rebellion was to prove successful. The Alpha Legion then made sure that some of the Raven Guard Astartes, including their Primarch Corax, survived the dropsite massacre on Isfahan 5 in order to obtain the asset. The asset was a sample of the original undifferentiated Primarch gene stock engineered by the Emperor for the original Primarch project, and related information about its use and function. The Alpha Legion had no intention of destroying the sample, and after stealing it from the Raven Guards, they kept it for themselves for later use. They then unceremoniously eliminated the Cabal's representative, who was supervising the mission. What the Alpha Legion chose to do with this extraordinary genetic material remains currently unknown to the Imperium. Notable members of the Cabal include Slough Da, who is an Eldar Autrek who served as a member of the Cabal's inner circle and offered John Grammaticus the chance to become an agent of the Cabal and to become a perpetual in the 30th millennium. Athethiri was a Xenos and a Cabal representative to the Alpha Legion, who informed the 20th Legion that the Raven Guard was to come into possession of the Primarch gene stock. He was slain after the Alpha Legion stole the genetic material from the Raven Guard. And finally, John Grammaticus was a human psyker who served as a perpetual, a being genetically engineered by the Cabal to possess the ability to reincarnate whenever death occurred, granting him functional immortality. To learn more about him, we're going to do a 40 facts video pretty soon. Click on the link below or check our channel for that awesome lore. And those were 40 facts about the Cabal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for making this suggestion. This opens up the gates to a bunch of questions. So comment down below. Let me know your theories as to why the Alpha Legion did what they did, what they're gonna do in the future, and if GW is still going along with this whole storyline. It's an awesome storyline. It leaves me scratching my head a little bit, but at the same time it kind of reignites a sense of like mystery, like what is going to happen in 40k if they continue the storyline. So it's really awesome. Comment any more suggestions. If you guys have any topic ideas that you guys want us to create a video for, comment down below with suggestion followed by that topic idea. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this on Facebook, YouTube, or like it on YouTube and Twitter so that we can get the word out of the Cabal and you can help out the channel. Thank you guys so much for being awesome, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.